Have you ever looked at your life and thought, this isn't where I want to be? Have you felt the pull of change but struggled to know where to begin? Imagine a phoenix rising from ashes, renewed and vibrant. Just as this mythical creature is reborn, so too can we reinvent ourselves, not through fantasy, but through practical wisdom and timeless truths. Today, we embark on a transformative journey inspired by the teachings of the Buddha, a path that promises to awaken your inner potential and guide you toward a life of purpose and fulfillment. The Buddha once said, "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create." This profound insight captures the essence of self-reinvention, highlighting that transformation begins within. Change is not a force to be feared, but an opportunity to evolve, grow, and thrive. Together, let us explore how Buddhist teachings can serve as a compass, guiding us through life's challenges and helping us reinvent ourselves. 1. Understanding change through Buddhism. The principle of impermanence, anicca, in Buddhism emphasizes that everything in life is transient and constantly changing. From a blooming flower to the fading light of a sunset, all things undergo a cycle of birth, existence, change, and cessation. This truth applies not only to natural phenomena but also to every aspect of life: emotions, relationships, possessions, and even our own selves. Recognizing that everything is impermanent teaches us to let go of attachments to things we perceive as stable. Clinging to the impermanent inevitably leads to suffering because, when these things fade or change, we are left with feelings of loss. Instead of fearing change, Buddhism encourages us to embrace it as an inevitable part of life, helping us navigate the endless flow of existence with grace and ease. Non-self, anatta. Another crucial principle challenges the idea of a permanent self that many people believe exists. In reality, what we think of as ourselves is merely a combination of factors like thoughts, emotions, memories, and experiences, all of which are subject to change over time. When we are young, we may ask ourselves, "Who am I?" and come up with an answer. But as time passes, that answer changes because we are in a constant state of transformation. Accepting that there is no fixed self frees us from rigid ideas about our identity and the societal expectations we impose upon ourselves. This opens up opportunities to rewrite the narrative of our lives, embrace transformation, and seek genuine freedom. The story of Kisagami vividly illustrates these principles. Overwhelmed by grief after losing her child, Kisa sought solace from the Buddha, who asked her to find a mustard seed from a household untouched by death. During her quest, she came to realize that loss and suffering are universal experiences. This understanding helped her transform her pain into acceptance, leading her to inner peace. Her journey not only speaks to personal suffering but also serves as a reminder of the universality of pain. It is an inherent part of life's cycle. By acknowledging this truth, instead of trying to avoid or control change, we can learn to coexist with it. The principles of impermanence and non-self are not only central to Buddhist philosophy but also highly practical in modern life. They teach us that change, whether it brings joy or sorrow, is an opportunity for growth. They encourage us not to confine ourselves to narrow definitions of success or failure, but to embrace life's transitions with openness and resilience. Through this understanding, we can live more freely, appreciating each moment of life as it comes. We come to understand that everything, from happiness to sorrow, from relationships to our very selves, is but a fleeting moment in the vast, ever-flowing stream of the universe. 2. Practical steps for self-reinvention. Reinventing oneself is a gradual journey rather than an abrupt transformation. The steps outlined above, inspired by Buddhist teachings, offer profound and actionable guidance for those seeking meaningful change. Mindfulness practices. Mindfulness forms the cornerstone of self-reinvention. It is through cultivating awareness of the present moment that we can break free from the grip of past regrets and future anxieties. Beginning each day with a mindful breathing exercise serves as a grounding ritual. By focusing on the rhythm of your breath, you train your mind to remain in the here and now, rather than being consumed by distractions. Over time, this practice enhances clarity of thought, reduces stress, and fosters a deeper connection to your inner self. It's not merely a relaxation technique, but a way to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, creating a foundation for intentional change. Self-reflection tools. Self-reflection is a critical step in understanding the barriers that prevent growth. Journaling is an especially powerful tool in this process. When you sit down to explore questions like what beliefs are holding me back, or what kind of life do I want to create, you uncover subconscious patterns and limiting narratives that shape your decisions. Writing without judgment is key. It allows the mind to reveal insights that might otherwise remain buried. This process is akin to shining a light into the hidden corners of your psyche, enabling you to dismantle harmful beliefs and set a clear direction for the future. Letting go of attachments. Attachments, whether to possessions, identities, or emotions, often anchor us to outdated versions of ourselves. The story of the monk carrying the woman across the river is a timeless metaphor for the burden of clinging to what no longer serves us. The monk's act of letting go illustrates how we, too, can release our attachments, whether they are grudges, fears, or rigid self-identities, and move forward unencumbered. Letting go is not about forgetting or suppressing, it is about accepting and releasing. For example, letting go of a fear of failure might mean acknowledging it, understanding its roots, and choosing to act despite its presence. This release creates space for growth and transformation. Integration of the steps. The beauty of these steps lies in their interconnection. Mindfulness fosters the awareness needed for self-reflection, while self-reflection highlights the attachments that must be released. Letting go, in turn, creates the freedom to embrace the new. Together, these practices form a cohesive framework for self-reinvention. By approaching each step with patience and consistency, transformation becomes not only possible but sustainable. Ultimately, these practices encourage us to see reinvention as an ongoing process, not a final destination. Through mindfulness, self-reflection, and the act of letting go, we cultivate the ability to adapt, grow, and continuously reshape our lives in alignment with our evolving selves. 3. Real-life examples. Real-life stories not only bring teachings to life, but also demonstrate how they can be applied practically. The following examples illustrate how Buddhist principles like impermanence and non-self lead to profound transformation. The CEO turned mindfulness advocate. A successful executive overwhelmed by stress turned to mindfulness meditation as a way to regain balance. By learning about the principle of impermanence, he realized that trying to control everything was futile. His expectations for absolute stability, both in his career and personal life, were the root causes of his stress and anxiety. When he let go of the need to micromanage every aspect of his work and life, he began to view change not as an obstacle but as a natural part of life's flow. This shift transformed his leadership style from being authoritarian and rigid to becoming more empathetic and adaptable. Additionally, his personal relationships improved significantly. Through mindfulness, he could approach daily challenges with greater calm and clarity. This example demonstrates that embracing impermanence not only liberates oneself, but also creates a more harmonious environment for those around us. The widow who found joy. After losing her spouse, a woman fell into deep sorrow and a sense of disorientation. Joining a meditation retreat, She learned about the principle of non-self and came to understand that her identity was not solely defined by her role as a wife or the pain of her loss. She began to see herself as a continually evolving being, not bound by any fixed definition. Furthermore, through compassion practices, she learned to extend kindness toward herself and others, including those who shared similar suffering. These practices not only helped her heal, but also allowed her to rediscover joy in the small, everyday moments of life. She didn't forget her late husband. Instead, she found balance between cherishing his memory and living fully in the present. The connection between the two stories. Both stories illustrate that personal transformation does not come from dramatic external changes, but from a shift in perspective. When the CEO realized he couldn't control everything, he freed himself from unnecessary pressure. Similarly, the widow, by understanding that her identity wasn't confined to her loss, found inner strength and the ability to experience joy again. These stories also highlight that true change requires us to accept reality as it is. Understanding the principles of impermanence and non-self helps us let go of unrealistic expectations, transforming pain and pressure into motivation for a more positive life. Through these real-life examples, Buddhist teachings become relatable, practical, and profoundly healing. 4. Empowering practices for growth. Visualization techniques. Visualization is a powerful tool to focus your mind and energy toward your goals. By closing your eyes and vividly imagining yourself living your ideal life, you not only see it, but also deeply feel it through all your senses: visuals, sounds, smells, and sensations. This practice is not mere daydreaming, but a way to connect profoundly with your aspirations. When you visualize clearly, your brain reacts as if it's experiencing that reality. The positive emotions generated during visualization inspire you to take actionable steps, bringing your desires closer to reality. For instance, if you aim to become more confident, imagine yourself speaking to an audience with strength and composure. Regularly repeating this visualization builds self-belief, making you more aligned with the person you aspire to be. Gratitude practices. Gratitude shifts our perspective from focusing on what we lack to appreciating what we have. Keeping a gratitude journal, where you list 3 things you're thankful for each day, is a simple yet powerful practice to cultivate positivity. Initially, you may jot down obvious things like family, health, or work. Over time, you'll begin to notice and value even the small things, such as the warmth of morning sunlight or a kind smile from a stranger. This practice not only enhances your happiness, but also trains your brain to focus on positives, building mental resilience against challenges. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring life's difficulties, rather, it's about finding light in dark moments, enabling you to navigate hardships with greater strength. Setting clear intentions. Clear intentions act as a compass for your growth journey. Instead of setting vague goals like be happier, defining specific, actionable intentions provides you with a clear path. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to feel more peaceful," set an intention such as, "I will meditate for 10 minutes daily." This intention is not only specific but also actionable, making it easier to integrate into your life. Intentions differ from expectations. Expectations are tied to outcomes, whereas intentions focus on actions in the present. This distinction prevents feelings of disappointment if results don't meet your hopes, as the emphasis is on the process itself. An intention like, "I will practice kindness in my interactions," not only transforms your behavior, but also spreads positive energy to those around you. The interconnection of practices. These 3 practices are not isolated but complement each other beautifully. Visualization focuses your mind on your goals. Gratitude fosters a positive mindset. And clear intentions provide a structured path forward. When combined, they form a powerful system that drives personal growth and equips you to overcome life's challenges. 5. Overcoming obstacles. The symbol of the lotus and the strength of adversity. The lotus flower, a symbol of purity in Buddhism, blooms from muddy waters, carrying a profound message. From adversity, we can find growth and beauty. Life's challenges are inevitable, but it is often through these difficulties that we evolve and become better versions of ourselves. Challenges, when viewed correctly, can become invaluable lessons. Just as the lotus cannot bloom without mud, humans cannot grow holistically without experiencing hardship. Building resilience. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but about how we face and learn from them. A practical way to build resilience is to change the way we perceive adversity, viewing it not as failure but as an opportunity for growth and learning. When faced with obstacles, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Instead of seeing challenges as barriers, approach them with curiosity and openness. For example, when a relationship ends, rather than focusing solely on the pain, you might ask, what lessons can I take from this to improve myself and future relationships? By transforming adversity into opportunities for growth, we not only overcome difficulties but also enhance our ability to handle future challenges. Resilience does not come naturally, it is cultivated through experiences. Those with strong resilience are not the ones who avoid pain, but those who face it, learn from it, and continue forward with a deeper understanding of themselves. Seeking support. No one can face all of life's challenges alone. Seeking support from others is an act of courage and wisdom. Whether it's a friend, a mentor, or a community, support systems provide strength and fresh perspectives, making it easier to overcome adversity. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of community through the concept of the Sangha. Even the Buddha, who attained enlightenment, relied on the Sangha to share, learn, and support one another on the spiritual path. This reminds us that seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but a way to connect and draw strength from the collective wisdom of others. The connection between adversity and growth. Challenges are not merely obstacles to overcome, but opportunities to discover inner strength and build greater willpower. By combining resilience with the support of a community, we can transform the muddy waters of life into fertile grounds for growth, just as the lotus blooms from the mud. 6. Celebrating progress and practicing gratitude. Celebrating progress. Acknowledging even the smallest steps forward is crucial in maintaining motivation and reinforcing positive habits. When we celebrate achievements, whether it's completing a meditation session or making a courageous decision, we not only recognize our efforts but also cultivate a sense of satisfaction and confidence. These moments act like small sparks, illuminating the path and driving us to keep moving forward. Imagine someone just starting their meditation journey. On the first day, they might only manage to sit still for a few minutes. Instead of feeling frustrated, they choose to celebrate their effort. This not only builds motivation, but also sends a message to themselves that every small step matters. Recognizing progress helps reduce feelings of overwhelm when pursuing larger goals and encourages continual improvement. Moreover, celebrating doesn't have to be grand. Sometimes, a simple proud smile or a few words of self-encouragement is enough to make a significant difference in how we perceive our efforts. Acknowledging these small achievements helps us realize that every step, no matter how small, contributes to a more meaningful journey. Practicing gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool to connect us with the blessings in our lives. When we take a moment to reflect on the people, experiences, and lessons that have enriched our journey, we deepen our connection to life. As the Dalai Lama says, gratitude is the foundation of joy because it allows us to focus on the good that exists, even during challenging times. practicing gratitude doesn't have to be complicated. Keeping a gratitude journal where you note down things you're thankful for each day can be highly effective. For instance, you might express gratitude for a friend who listened when you needed support or for an experience that taught you something valuable. Over time, gratitude not only fosters a positive attitude but also helps you develop the ability to find the good even in difficult situations. Gratitude isn't about denying hardships, rather, it's about focusing on the light within the darkness, helping the mind stay balanced and peaceful. It's also a reminder that life always holds something worth cherishing, no matter how small. The connection between progress and gratitude. When we combine celebrating progress with practicing gratitude, we create a positive cycle. Acknowledging small steps forward fosters pride, while gratitude reminds us of the blessings that accompany the journey. These two practices complement each other, helping us maintain motivation, nurture contentment, and build a stronger mindset to face future challenges. Reinvention is not a destination but a continuous journey. As you embrace impermanence, let go of attachments, and cultivate mindfulness, you will uncover a deeper, more authentic version of yourself. Transformation begins with a single step. So why not take that step today? Imagine the life you've always dreamed of. Visualize it, act on it, and trust in your innate ability to rise, like the phoenix, into a brighter, more fulfilling future. Thank you for joining this exploration of Buddhist wisdom. May your path be filled with growth, joy, and peace. If you find the content on this channel helpful and enjoyable, don't forget to hit like to show your support and share this video with your friends. And most importantly, click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our latest videos. Your support is the biggest motivation for us to continue creating amazing content. Thank you so much.